Antipsychotics alone are rarely enough for a full recovery in schizophrenia. If you are a psychiatry resident looking to understand the exact psychosocial interventions needed from the prodromal phase to established illness, this video will give you a high-yield clinical summary. Let us start with the clinical high-risk or prodromal phase. Cognitive behavioral therapy has the strongest evidence here for reducing the transition to psychosis. It works best when delivered by specialized teams focusing on symptom understanding and coping strategies. Psychoeducation has the second best evidence. You must address risk factors, sleep hygiene, substance use, and early warning signs while actively involving the family or caregivers. Supportive psychosocial care is also essential to maintain the patient's functioning in education and employment, regardless of whether they transition to psychosis. You can also consider cognitive remediation and mind-body approaches like aerobic exercise, which show promising preliminary support for improving neurocognition. Moving on to established schizophrenia. Please note that these interventions complement pharmacotherapy and do not replace it. Psychoeducation is your foundational intervention. It improves medication adherence and reduces relapse. It must be culturally adapted and repeated across treatment phases. In family-centric settings, family interventions are absolutely critical. You need to target communication, reduce high-expressed emotion, and train families to support adherence. Social skills training uses behavioral techniques like modeling and role play to teach interpersonal skills, which is highly beneficial for negative symptoms. Cognitive behavioral therapy for psychosis helps patients challenge distressing beliefs and manage auditory hallucinations. Additionally, cognitive remediation therapy targets attention, memory, and executive functions. Do not forget vocational rehabilitation and supported employment, as structured programs are essential for meaningful recovery and reducing caregiver burden. You must also address the metabolic side effects of antipsychotics through lifestyle and wellness interventions. Culturally adapted modules like yoga and nutrition counseling are highly valuable. Finally, leverage community-based rehabilitation through public health infrastructure, peer networks, and telepsychiatry to extend access in rural or resource-limited areas. There are cross-cutting principles you must always keep in mind. Interventions should be initiated early, culturally adapted, and integrated with medications. The ultimate goal is to enhance functioning and quality of life, not just reduce symptoms. To sum up the key recommendations, begin these interventions early in the course of illness to maximize preventive benefits. Integrate family and community support as core components of your care plan. Monitor progress on functioning, and ensure mental health professionals are trained in structured modalities to ensure scalability. When delivered within family and community-oriented frameworks, psychosocial interventions transform schizophrenia care from mere symptom management to meaningful recovery, restoring dignity and purpose. If you found this high-yield summary helpful for your residency, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more psychiatry content. Let me know in the comments which intervention you find most challenging to implement in your clinical practice.